Hey, have I got a secret here for you? You won't believe what I got behind this curtain. I have the secret to one coat, guaranteed one coat paint coverage every time. You know how you see that on the can, one coat coverage? Well, here's the secret. Stick around, I'm going to show you that next. Okay, welcome back, and hey, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate you checking out my channel and taking the time to watch my videos. I hope that I provide useful information for you. And today we're going to talk about how to get that guaranteed one coat paint coverage. And behind me, here's the secret. I don't know, are you ready for it? Because this is going to blow your mind. The secret to one coat paint coverage is that there is no secret. But I'm going to talk about that because actually you can get one coat paint coverage. You just have to understand some of the reasons why you won't get it every time. As a matter of fact, you often won't get it. When they say one coat coverage, you know, I'm not one of the ones manufacturing the paint, so I can't really speak for exactly what they're thinking, but it has to be along this line. If you paint this color back over this color because you just want to freshen up the walls, or it's something really similar, you'll probably get one coat paint coverage. But if you're changing colors or you're painting difficult situations, you're not always going to get one coat coverage. We're doing a little video right now. This is part of the video about paint with primer and how well it covers things. Check out that video. It's going to be put out before this one, so it should be out by the time you watch this video. And in that video we're kind of discussing how well paint with primer covers versus priming it and then painting it. Because when you've got color changes, like especially if you're trying to cover up a red, a blue, black, inks, things like that, one coat paint is not going to do it. You might not even get it in two coats. And there are some colors I've painted, reds and blues, that have taken me 4 coats of paint, and I even put a tinted primer on the wall, but certain colors just don't cover really well. There's a lot of variables that go into that, the amount of solids in the paint, the base, and so on. Titanium dioxide is what makes white paint, and it's the common tint in a lot of paint, and it's one of the best covering colors. So when you start putting less of that in there and some of these more transparent colors like the reds, certain reds and blues, they just sometimes do not want to cover. And I've experimented with laying it on extra heavy, using the best roller covers I could and the best quality paint. Some colors just don't cover that well. But when you stick to more neutral colors, your shades of white, and by the way, there's probably hundreds of shades of white. I have customers all the time say, well, isn't white white? No, actually there's hundreds of shades of white. And so there can be grayish and bluish whites and so on. Your shades of white, your earth tone colors, even like this color is kind of an earth tone brownish green that we had left over from a job. It covers well. Lighter shades of this, light shades of green, tans, and so on. Those often cover really well, and you might get one coat coverage out of it if you're not going over a drastic color changes. But whenever you've got something like a red wall and you want to change it to white, or a blue and you want to change it to white, or something similar to that, you really have to prime it and seal it, and you want to use a stain blocking primer. For example, this one by Kills, it's Kills 2, and there are some that are actually better. We had to use this on a job where it had water damage through the ceiling, and the staining from the water damage wanted to bleed through. This was plenty to take care of that. We had no problem after that. If you've got some serious inks and things like that to cover, you might actually have to go to an oil base, like the original Kills, probably one of the better ones. There's also Cover Stain and some other brands, but you have to use the right product for the surface you're painting. So don't be misled by the term one coat coverage, and just be aware of what you're painting. If it's a similar color, you might get one coat out of it. If you're doing new drywall, like when I do skip trowel texture, like this skip trowel right here, this is one of my samples. If you're doing something like that, when I do that texture, all these spots where I put the mud on for the texture, that's very porous, and the surface behind it is not as porous. So if we do just a primer and then a coat of paint, there's still a little bit of porosity difference there, and it'll show a little bit, and it usually looks fine. It just depends what the customer wants. But if you want perfectly even paint coverage, you're going to need 2 coats of paint and a coat of primer. So just don't expect 1 coat coverage every time, and don't expect paint to hide everything like we're showing in this example. So I hope that helps you out. If you have any questions about what I just covered here, be sure and ask me in the comments. I try and answer my viewers' questions quickly as I can. And if you like the video, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs down. Hey, I'm just here to provide quality content, and if I'm not doing that, I want to know, because I'll try and fix it. We're trying to shoot the better videos out here. Also, we would appreciate you subscribing, and that helps you, because each time we put out a new video, you should get a notice of it. And that way you won't miss anything that might be important to you. And if you look at the end of this video, you'll see some clickable links that you can click on your smartphone, tablet, etc. And then finally, look us up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, you name it, we're probably there. Check us out and follow us. Heck, we're even on Pinterest. Until the next video, we will catch you later, and I hope you guys have a good day. Thanks.